it's your girl Chrissy Dior. Welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. So for today's video, we'll be recapping episode 6 of Baddies Caribbean. I'm not gonna lie, this episode, it was all over the place. Like, it was a lot of mixy energy. Like, it was just too much going on. But we're gonna get down and decipher all of what had happened on this episode. So let's just get into it. So it continues from the last episode. Meatball and Jayla is going back and forth with each other. Jayla pretty much saying that Biggie needs to stand on business as far as what she said, and I do agree on that. And Meatball should at least know both sides before giving an opinion. You know what I'm saying? There's always three sides to every story. You got Jayla's, Biggie's, and there's the truth, right? I do agree with Jayla to a certain extent about, Biggie should stand on business. Like, if someone said, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you when I see you, I hope when I see you, you're gonna stand on your word, which it didn't happen. But at the same time, right, when y'all got to Barbados, you try to play in Biggie's face in front of the ladies talking about she didn't have a room in the house, right? That was just weird. So Dia's interjecting and pretty much, saying her piece about, the whole situation. And me personally, Dia, mind your business, because didn't you get dragged in the sand 2 episodes? Like, just shut up. I just feel like you just looking for camera time at this point, because just shut up. How you telling this girl to mind her business, but yeah, you interjecting, putting your 2 cents in this? Like, make that make sense. So Jayla explains the backstory to Meatball, and she just pretty much said, like, Nally asked her a question. She didn't want to answer the question. And I'm just like, you knew Nally was being messy asking you that question. I do respect you not answering it, but it's giving low-key messy on your side, because even though you didn't answer the question, you did entertain Nally's shenanigans. So I do feel, in a sense, why Biggie felt some kind of way, right? So after Meatball knew the backstory, I guess she cooled off of her, and I'm just like, okay, they didn't fight, good. So they go, with Nally's group, as far as with Diamond, Tinka, all of them, right? So Nally's being messy as usual, trying to have Diamond and Tinka talk it out. Diamond is calling Tinka Vibes Cartel, and I'm just like, I literally died, because there was literally somebody on the Zeus page literally calling her that. Like, it's just so crazy. Then Tinka turns around and called Diamond a monkey, and I'm just like, how you gonna say Diamond is being racist? The correct term is colorist, right? You said she called you racist, but then you turn around and say a racial slur. You called her a monkey. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, y'all doing too much. So next thing you know, Diamond, she calls her the truth. She gets on her knees, talking about she's sorry. Tinka was not falling for that shit. She like, I still don't fuck with you. So they pretty much, end that scene. So then they later show the ladies all together, and they're going on top of the hill. And I'm just like, what in some challenge kind of bullshit are y'all on? So Nally being messy and wants everyone to squash her problems. If anyone has a problem, please address it. Order in the court. So Diamond, she steps up and address Dia and Slim Too Bad. She calls them followers and lapdogs because they gave their opinion on, the whole Diamond and Tinka situation. And she felt like the lady should have just been neutral instead of picking sides, which do I agree, because at the end of the day, Tinka don't really know Dia or Slim Too Bad, and neither of those ladies know Diamond or Tinka. So you should have just stayed out of it and let these girls beef. Like, despite how you really feel, like, I'd rather you just be neutral. So then Dia starts talking, and Diamond attacks her, and apparently Tinka gets upset. What I'm confused about is Tinka said that she didn't want to fight Diamond, but as soon as you see Diamond get into it with Dia, you want to pick a fight with her. That is just so weird. So then Slim fights Diamond, which that was very sweet, short, because it was just very short. And then Diamond later on fight Tinka. I'm not gonna lie, Diamond was a little annoying. She is annoying with this whole dragging the situation out, but she held her own. Because what's with the tag teaming? Like, okay, Diamond addressed Slim Too Bad and Dia, right? But Diamond really fought Dia, and I guess all the other ladies wanted their, their turn, which was weird as hell. So then, next thing you know, Dia, I guess she took a page out of Natalie's book and want to kick the girl, and she got beat up. So I'm just like, okay. Apparently they said they're done, they're squashing it. So then Natalie Natalie went on to say, who else got problems? So Big Kiva, she steps up to address Meatball a bit about if Meatball felt like she got jumped. So then Tinka puts, add her 2 cents. And, they pretty much was like, do you want to fight? Do you want your lick back? Like, what's up? What you trying to do? So they ended up fighting. And then they later said, listen, like, after we fight, we're going to hug. Which eventually happens. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird, but, I respect it, So Meatball was confused onto why they fought. And I'm like, me too. I mean, I was confused, especially after that they hugged. And I'm like, I'm not hugging no bitch after I just fought you. Absolutely fucking not. Like, I'm not doing that. So Dia steps up and addressed Noo-noo about what happened. And she immediately picks up the energy. Like, she knows it's going to be bad. And I'm like, Dia, I'm glad you know that. Thank you. So Dia, brings up about what had happened at the bonfire. And Noo-noo pretty much explained, like, what I had done wasn't personal. Like, I really don't know you like that. I only went off of business, right? I'm a replacement, and I'm fighting my way to get into the house to take your spot. Which I respect, though, because she's a replacement. Her job is to pretty much come on the show and take one of y'all's spots, right? So, I respect the honesty. So then, Noo-noo asks, Dia, she wants her lick back. And Dia went on to say, yeah. So Noo-noo, she takes off her wig. And they start fighting. She takes off, they start fighting. And when I tell you, she beat the brakes off of that girl. Because as soon as they were done, right, that girl was bleeding. And what's her name? Big Kiva? She is funny as hell because she fucked that girl up. Yes, the fuck she did. Like, I don't know. And do I feel like Dia holds a place on the show? Absolutely not. So I wouldn't be surprised if she gets replaced or don't be on the show no more. And honestly, Dia's a follower. She's a follower and she's thirsty for attention. You're thirsty for camera time. So then, next thing you know, Natalie asks again, who else got problems? So Bianca's in her confessional saying, like, she wants to address Sapphire about, if we still got problems or whatever. But she feels like it's unnecessary to continue a beef or want to fight somebody that, Mariah's cool with Sapphire now. They squashed their problems. So there's no reason to continue our beef. And I'm like, okay, that's very mature of you. That did not happen. Right? So hold on. So then Natalie brings up about picking the reserves, like who out of the replacements should come inside the house. So this is Aubrey's last episode, like being here. She exits out this episode, but before she leaves, she gonna say she wanna address Natalie and have a problem, which was bullshit. Because she like, I would never have a problem with Natalie. I'm like, I knew that was bullshit because you signed the whole contract saying you couldn't get into a fight. But whatever. So, Aubrey choose Big Kiva as her pick. And Natalie agrees. They also choose Noo-noo, and J.O. and Jelly Bean. Right? I'm so mad that they didn't choose Heaven, right? I feel like Heaven would have been so great. Her personality speaks for herself. So I was mad. You get what I'm saying? I was a little sad for Wendy not getting picked either. But me personally, if I had to choose between Wendeley and Heaven, I would have chose Heaven as well. I would, respectfully. Callie, they ended up ending that scene. So Callie goes to meet the ladies, meeting like Biggie, Tommy, Mariah, Tasiki, and all of them. So then they go. So then Mariah, she like, oh, I feel awkward being here because I'm cool with Nally. Bitch, you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Like, if you really felt uncomfortable being here, you should just stay with the other ladies. But no, I feel like low-key you wanted to be there to be nosy, but whatever. Biggie explains that the reason they're having this dinner is about to introducing Callie to Tommy, you know, pretty much give Tommy the airing about what's been going on. So Tommy, you know, they're talking. Tommy feels like a conversation with Nally is not needed. Like, she doesn't understand, like, these girls getting on this show and, you know, what are you proving? Like, you know, you go into an airport and somebody looks at you wrong, you want to fight them. Like, it's just not a great example, which I do agree. Mariah says she's being a chameleon in the conversation. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like I said, I feel like you more so went to be nosy, to see, like, what is being talked about. Cause you like, oh, I'm cool with Nally, but at the same time I'm cool with Biggie and all of that. Okay, you didn't feel comfortable being there. You should have just stayed with the other ladies. Like, Mariah, you just weird. You're a fucking weirdo. Like, but whatever. So next thing you know, Tommy's gifting out necklaces and shit, and I'm just like, I see the little, you know, the little shade, but whatever. And then Tommy says she's leaving, so she's exiting out this show right here. I think she's gonna be in and out, or she decided to leave. I don't know. I tuned that part out. But they ended that scene. So the ladies are at the house, and Nally explains to the ladies that specifically, right, Biggie not being at the house and the other ladies hurt her feelings, right? You see how she started out with Biggie and not the other ladies, right? So a part of me was getting upset because I'm like, be fucking for real, Natalie. You don't fuck with Biggie. How you mad at Biggie because she chose to have dinner with Tommy, right? But yet you don't fuck with Biggie. You admitted that last episode, right? Why do you care about somebody that you don't like doing other things with your op? Like, I'm confused. Like, be for real. So Sapphire added her 2 cents and feel like it was wrong that some of the ladies went to dinner with Tommy instead of going to the nature walk. And I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. You mad because the ladies didn't want to entertain the ratchetness and the shenanigans that was going on? Like, you wanted these girls to stay back and see all you bitches go back and forth and fight for no fucking reason. No, I'ma tear down some, you know, some good old food and call it a day. So then the ladies get to the house, right? And now they're like, oh, we was just talking about the house rules. No, bitch, you was talking about them. And I feel like they heard that you were talking shit about them too. But whatever. So the girls, you know, they saying hi, whatever. Next, you know, Tasiki attacks Jellybean, right? Now, Tasiki, I rocks with you, right? I think you are so cool. You're my favorite. But this scene right here was completely unnecessary because, like Jellybean explained, right? She was drunk, you know, she was having fun. Like, she don't want your man. She don't know this man, right? Like, okay, granted, you may feel like she was close to your man, but was she kissing up on him on his lap? Like, none of that. Like, that's just weird. Like, you know, have an issue with her over something that she, like, over a man that she don't want. Like, what is wrong with you? So Natalie addressed the ladies on them missing out, you know, about the replacements being picked or whatever. So Biggie said, you know, of course, Natalie trying to dig at Biggie or whatever. Biggie says she wanted, you know, to hang out with Tommy, you know, due to like the whole drama with Jayla. And I ain't mad at her. Like, who are you to tell me who I can and can't hang out with? So then Natalie gonna say, I hope you wasn't talking shit. Oh, so it's okay for you to be talking shit about Biggie to the other ladies, but Biggie can't talk shit about you to Tommy? Like, be for real, miss. So Biggie, she's standing on business, and I was loving this because now we feel like she could talk down to people. Like, so Biggie flat out said that, you're a flip-flopper, right? So then Natalie says in her confessional that she tells the whole world that she don't like her, which is true. Like, Natalie, just keep it a buck. You don't like Biggie. I feel like you're envious of her. She became a fan favorite. People love her. She went on a whole YouTube video, she made a whole YouTube channel and pretty much discussed about the whole season and stuff, and you were mad about what she said. You mad about a teddy bear for God's sakes. So, Natalie flat out says she got feelings. I'm like, bitch, fuck your feelings, because you don't care about nobody else's feelings. So why am I taking into consideration about yours? Be for real. But she says she fucks with Biggie, and I'm like, no, you don't. And you're literally proving what Biggie said. Like, you're mad because she went with Tommy, right? You say she's doing too much, but yet in the confessional, you fuck with her. Like, you literally admitted it in the last episode that you don't like her. So which one is it? Do you like her or you don't? Which one is it? So Biggie and Jayla, they talk it out. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought a fight was gonna happen, but they didn't. They was able to, talk it out like grown-ass women, and I was here for it, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of all this fucking fighting. And I'm not gonna lie, I blame it on this baddie shot o'clock, because y'all literally feeding off of alcohol. It's no food, it's no bag being made, it's just alcohol. Like, be for real. So then, they squash it. The ladies get to the club. Tinka is dancing on Diamond. I'm just like, this must be on some drunk escapades. Let's wait till these bitches get sober. They're gonna hate each other. Natalie gets the money. I guess the bag that they made, they decided to give it to the people. And Dia immediately felt like that wasn't a good idea. And literally, it spoke to existence because people was getting crazy. And I'm just like, that was a wrong move. So then the ladies, they leave there because they have a club appearance called Halo. And then it's just mad people in there. And they're just having fun. And that just pretty much ends the episode, right? So next week's episode, things get interesting because the ladies, they just leaving Barbados and they're on their way to Puerto Rico. Scotty is crying because she can't find her passport, right? And I'm just like, oh, I wouldn't want that to happen. Natalie talking to Asian Doll. Now, I want to see how this is being introduced, right? Because from what I saw, Asian Doll and Mariah, got into it with each other. Slim addresses Diamond about what had happened on the hill. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Slim. She gets really much a follower, and you're getting mad because Diamond called you out saying you were. Like, last week episode, you were practically dick eating Natalie up. Like, you're a dick eater. Like, stop. Like, you don't know that girl, but yet you sitting there taking sides on situations that you really don't know of. Gretchen and Callie is talking. And then they also show Gretchen coming to the house, talking to the girls. And I'm not gonna lie, Gretch, like, just get the fuck off the show because it does not look good for you. These girls don't fuck with you. They want to fight you every time they see you. You are not apologetic at all. Just stand on business at this point. You said what you said, right? So immediately she points out Meatball and they fight. And before they ended it, Meatball dragged the shit out, and she dragged her onto the floor. But that's my that's my end of the recap. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you can look forward to upcoming content, and basically comment down how y'all felt about this episode. Like, how did y'all really feel? Like, I want to connect with you guys. Like, I like when y'all comment down under my channel. Because it just is, I can finally hear y'all opinions. Just don't be disrespectful underneath my comments. Please do not make me block you. Because I don't. Like, but that's pretty much it. So I see you guys on the next episode. Bye.